And hola, ¿cómo están, my love muffins? It is Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, my sweet babies, and I am here with a channel message from Spirit. I felt that it was very necessary to address this current energy we are in, okay? We know that we are coming up on this full moon in Gemini, all right? So whenever you see this video, it is a timeless video, no matter, even if you're watching it from a year from now, I feel as though this is what you're going to be currently going through. So, you know, if you were guided here or it just found this message found its way for you, I would definitely just check it out and see what Spirit has to say. All right. So, I want to apologize about the smoke detector. I have been trying to get it fixed. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maintenance acts as though, you know, it's not important. They're not coming. So please forgive me. All right. So I wanted to make a separate video because this energy is split. All right. This energy is split. So if you're watching this video, make sure that you check out the video down in the description box below. All right. That is a daily guidance, daily spiritual message. That is definitely a part. These two go hand in hand. That is the other energy to this energy. OK. Because we know with Gemini, you get two, honey, you know, and it's not necessarily that one is worse than the other. OK, but one is definitely, it's not an L, but it is a lesson. All right. If you choose to go that route, this is the lesson that you will get. And then if you know, you go the other route, there's a more route that you can avoid that lesson. So me personally, I want the route where I can avoid the lesson, honey. All right. Like, you know what? I like easy peasy. That's just me. So this energy is definitely split. So I went ahead and turned on the light, okay? But the energy is split. So I really feel like there is a side where you're feeling the more heavier side of it, okay? And there is a side where you're feeling the more happier effects and the more happier feels when it comes to the full moon in Gemini, all right? Or this current energy that we're addressing right now. And then you could be like yours truly, your favorite, Tori the Hope Dealer. That was more so on this side of it. However, with one decision I made, okay, because Spirit brought me the lesson and why this thing was showing up in my life at the time that it is. And I went ahead and changed my mind, made a decision. And now I am definitely on the more brighter, lighter side of this energy. All right. So I definitely want to help you get there if you're not there. Okay. And honestly, if you're already to the brighter side, this is probably, you know, what you had to go through to get there. Okay. So of course, this energy is split. All right. I'm going to tell you what Spirit is saying from one side and how to get over here to the other, because that's honestly, let's be real, that's what's important, okay? But you're not crazy, all right? This division that you feel in yourself, that's, you know, feeling like maybe you're out of touch, you're out of source, maybe you can't get it right, you know, what should you do? It's just intense, you know? You think you got your mind made up and then all of a sudden you're pulled right back here, okay? Well, it is time for you to, all right, make a decision and grab the lesson. And I can tell you from experience right now, my love muffin, and I'm a firm believer that by me living my truth and placing my truth out there for you, even though we might want to hide those truths, you know, because they're not pretty and we're scared that people might judge us. I have come to realize that that's not my way of life. I have nothing to be ashamed of, you know, and if it's going to help you live your truth, then I'd rather put my truth out there. And my lesson with this current energy, that the lesson that I need to grab is to not settle, all right, and choose myself. All right. So, interesting little story, okay? So, here's the interesting little story, okay? I truly feel as though, all right, you have experience, okay? You have the Queen of Bows, okay? Throughout your life, if you overlook it, if you address it, if you look at everything, okay? You have been through, we're going to use this term, hell and back, okay? You have made it through the fire. You have arose, okay? You have definitely been through a lot when it comes to relationships, when it comes to finances, when it comes to yourself, just really being okay with who you are and your truth. And we're still on that journey, all right? But you have definitely made it from the trenches, okay? You have definitely made it out of the dark, all right? At some point of your life, whether you're entering another valley, all right? Valley are places where we grab lessons, honey. But you have definitely been through a lot. You have definitely overcame a lot. And I feel as though you took on the 4 of arrows, okay? You went through a resting period. With everything that you experienced, I feel like that time is when you probably came into spirituality, came into self-love, self-worth, self-acceptance, okay? And, you know, really just poured all that into you and really just went into a hermit mode. Really just detached yourself from the world, okay? And just really poured that love and attention and that time into yourself and blossomed into the beautiful butterfly that you are, okay? And I feel as though there was a reunion with yourself, with your passion, with your heart, with your ambition, with everything that is truly you, and you emerged as the queen of vessels, the queen of cups. All right. This beautiful individual, this beautiful being. Okay. And I feel like this is the process that you went through. All right. Now, in the process of you treading down to, reconnect with who you are at your core, there were some lessons. There were some things. There was some, things that you inquired, okay? And I don't know exactly why, but however, at times, I don't know if it's due to, sorry, my camera's going out of focus, okay? Maybe the way that we were brought up, or the mindset we had, or it's just the way that the universe works. But I know that some lessons like to come back around, all right? And just to see that you really learn what you needed to learn. Like, can you really go forth, and, I don't know why it does that, but it does. Believe me, you're not the only one that has been through that, okay? So I want to get really personal with you guys, and by me being personal with myself, that it will help you open up and be personal with yourself, okay? Because I truly believe that this is the journey that we have both all have experienced at one point in our lives, okay? So looking at some truths, it may not be easy, but there is a reason why you're here in this moment. Whatever is showing up in your life is there, okay? And I truly feel as though my lesson that I knew, maybe from a past life, that I decided to come in this life and figure it out. So one of my lessons that on this self-love, self-worth, and self-acceptance journey that I know that I am meant to master is, and I feel like a lot of you will definitely agree, that to be true to myself, okay, not sacrifice my way of thinking, my way of being, my way of seeing for the happiness of others, and of course, not settling, all right? And that is the lesson, that if you are attracted to this video in some form, whether it's in your finances, realizing that you can have what you truly desire and you don't have to settle, whether it's for you having the confidence in yourself to just really move forward in this business adventure, maybe it's the courage to face, your past. I feel like a lot of family, like just different things that just don't agree with who you are. And that's crazy because you can't have that around you. I realize that. And just you being true to you. Okay. And in order to come from over here to get over here, all right, it's going to take this. And what is this? This is participation. Did I say that right? Participation. Oh my God. Y'all watched my video on my channel. Y'all know I have a hard time with pronouncing things. But this word, basically, you see all these hands in it together, honey. Can y'all see that? These hands both putting, right here together. It's going to take some participation. Ooh, I think I said it right. Some participation. Let me say it fast. From you guys. All right. And let's see what that participation is, okay? All right. So we have, my God, can I pronounce today? Receptive. Oh my God. Okay. However, it's reverse. Basically, this means surrender, to give. Do you see how the arms are extended and they're open? Okay. It's going to take for you to surrender. Okay. And this thing that you are surrendering. Okay. Okay. It's going to take for you to surrender. Okay. It's going to take some courage, okay? And so this means that it's deep, it's rooted, all right? This is something that is rooted in you. So it may not be on the surface that you can even see it yet, but it's going to take some courage, all right? Because I feel like it took courage for this flower to sprout out of this concrete, all right? You know that analogy, you know, the concrete rose, you know, it's so beautiful. Its circumstances said that it shouldn't have grown. It shouldn't have sprouted so beautifully. However, it took courage for that flower. Just like it was going to take courage for you to surrender this thing over, to move from this. And what it is, okay, is we have clinging to the past. All right. And I'm just going to just intuitively, what Spirit is just downloading me. For some of you, it is, you know, a relationship. Okay. Or not even a relationship, but I'll go deeper. After all this work and all this time and all this effort you have put into yourself, you know, there was a time for me, okay? And this is very recent, like really recent. You know, I don't want to say how recent because, you know, this person may watch my channel and I don't want to do that. But it was very recent, guys. And this person was 90% of what I desired. 90%. And old me would have been like, you know what? You 90%, you like 80% of what I want. Let's just dumb it down. You know, the 80-20 rule, you know, the 80% of what you want, you just go ahead and just take that 20 as a loss and chuck it up. And they're like 80% of what I want. And the old me would have been like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Though I know who I am, okay? I know that I am still, you know, becoming, okay? And to most, that 20% really wouldn't matter. You have 80%. However, no, that's an old way of me thinking. That's an old way of me. What I'm saying subconsciously is that I'm just going to settle for this 80% because I don't really believe that God, the divine, the universe can bring me exactly what I want. So this is close. So I'm going to tank to this. I'm going to cling to this. I'm going to keep this in my life. Hell no. And I had to make a big girl decision. Though this person was amazing, though this person was so sweet, and this person is definitely going to be that for somebody, but it's not for me because the thing is that 20%, I need that. You get what I'm saying? I need that 20%. Because I'm not an 80% person. I am down in, day out, making sure that I am living my truth, being who I am, you know, going over beyond, coming out of my comfort zone. I'm giving 100% of myself. So why wouldn't the universe bring me back 100%? Me taking that 80 is me clinging to a past limited belief that I need to settle because I don't really know if I'm going to get what I want. I don't really know if I'm worthy of that whole 100, you know, this is good. Let's take this. So it took the courage in me to surrender that situation, surrender that person, have an open heart conversation that, you know, is like, you know what? It's not going to happen. You know, you're very, very handsome, very sweet, but you're not for me. And yeah. And in the past, I would have sacrificed what I wanted just to keep that person happy and, you know, really not have to do this. But the whole time I'm really not happy because it's certain things that I desire in a mate, you know, and though they have 85% of it, there's still a 15% that I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that 15% is going to irk me. So I feel as though for some of you, that can definitely be the case, or you're just hanging on to a relationship period, or you're hanging on to something that, you know, you've outgrown, or you're hanging on to something out of lack, a feel that this is all that you can have, or this is all that you can be, or this is all that you can see. And no, don't limit yourself. So that right there is your lesson, to have the courage to throw away that, whatever that past is. And it doesn't have to be in relationships. It can be honestly anything. Okay. And this is what's needed for you, your participation, and open your mouth, speak your truth, look at your heart, adjust the situation. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on, address it, and move forward. Okay. That's how you shift from the negative more side of it to the heavier side, to the lighter side. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, because see the dream. All right. And I feel as though some of you in limbo, okay? And you're literally, you see how like excruciating that has to be? Like not knowing if you're coming or going, not knowing if you're going to fall, not knowing if you're going to make it across. Like this has to be the most nerve-wracking, fickle thing. And this is what this energy is. You can't cling on to both. You literally have to pick a side, okay? And it's not that one side is wrong and one side is right. They're both going to lead you to your happiness, just that one is more uncomfortable, okay? More of a little turmoil, versus one where, you know, it's not. Because had I stayed in that relationship, okay, or, you know, built this thing, it was so fun, it was so nice, all these things, sweet individual, you know. However, I'm currently building my foundation, not building on my foundation, but resetting my foundation. My foundation was reset, okay? So I feel sometimes we make permanent decisions. We make permanent decisions in temporary things. You know that word, temporary. You know that word. All right. Permanent decision for temporary things. Okay. And I feel as though there was definitely a lesson that I learned from him. Definitely that I'm ready for love. Definitely that I'm open. Definitely that I'm healed. Definitely that I'm mended. Definitely that I'm ready to share this beautiful heart of mine and to let somebody in. You grab me. And I'm pretty sure there were definitely lessons that he learned that we talked, but I'm not going to disclose those because it's not my, you know what I'm saying? It's not my business to do that. So, yeah. However, that's what it was. And to sit there and make a long-term decision for something temporarily, that's crazy. But we do it all the time. Whether it's in a job, we get to a job to help us get a stepping stone to invest in our business or just to get us by. But then we find ourselves 10 years, 8 years still there. You know, we say we're going to do this, but we put it on a hold. Next thing you know, we never did it. You know, we say, okay, well, this relationship is just fun right now. I'm just going to have fun with it. Next thing you know, we're in a whole relationship and miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. And it's okay. But it comes from this. And some of the lesson that you're here to learn, we have the dream. You know, you are yearning for something that, you know, so bad that right now I feel like this young lady, man or female, they want this. And this is definitely going to come to you. However, in the midst, instead of looking at it, be preparing for it. Act as though you already have it. I'm pretty sure there are things, we are human, there are things that you can be working on internally or externally that will help you, okay, on your path of coming here. But yet sometimes that was me. I would like to watch something, you know, I would like to look at it instead of doing what I need to be doing with it myself. And so in that time, we just take whatever comes, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whatever you view as the dream, you settle, because the truth is some people view being alone as it's hard to be alone. It's hard to be with yourself, when that's crazy, because the relationship that you get into is going to be a reflection of you. So you have to get accustomed to being with yourself. You have to get accustomed to loving on yourself. I have got there has been so many relationships, guys, good relationships that I could have been in. However, there's no rush. There's no rush, because for once in my life, I'm happy with myself. Okay. I'm vibing with myself. I love to be alone with myself. I never thought that. I like to be alone with my thoughts because I'm getting good at clearing them out. I'm getting good at housing them, grouping them, loving on them, nourishing them. You know, even those bad ones, pouring some love on them little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting accustomed to that. So maybe that is what you should be doing right now. But making the decision just to pull away from whatever that thing is, stop looking at it, stop settling, and then really go within yourself. All right. Because that is what Spirit is telling me. Because you have the power, you have creativity to create whatever it is you want. All right. And maybe you have innocence. So maybe that you didn't know that this is what you were subconsciously or consciously creating. I'm a firm believer, when you know better, you do better. That's why, you know, with meat, it's kind of hard for me. I tried to go back to eat meat, y'all. I was laid in this bed, throwing up, breaking out, like, you know, shaking and shit. It was crazy. For the simple fact that when you know better, you do better. And I know, I look at these animals, I look at these cows, I look at these pigs, I look at these beautiful creatures. And, you know, maybe I've been watching them damn animal videos. And it's not that I'm judging anybody else, but I'm telling you my story. I can't go back to that, even though a lot of my family, everyone wants to eat me. I'm the only one that, you know, don't. But I'm slowly but surely, they're changing. But it doesn't bother me to the point that I'm judging others, okay? It's just not okay for me. But I got to the point where, you know, it was really being sick, and I can't go back there because I know what's going on now. I'm woke to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not for me. It's not a part of my journey, okay? And sometimes we can make people's things our things instead of us being true to ourselves. So whatever is showing up in your life is asking you to be true to yourself, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a lack of income, whether whatever it is, whatever that thing is, it can be endless, but the groups around it is something concerning yourself, something concerning your life, family, love, relationship in that area, something concerning your finances. Those are the three things that, you know, we really care about, you know, or spiritually. It don't matter, but that's still concerning yourself. It is showing up for you to be true to you, and how you make that jump and do that is release that thing with some participation from yourself, okay? Because you are the master. You are the master, all right? You are an extension of the divine. You have whatever you need is already in you. You have all the tools to move forward, to transform whatever it is that you want to transform. That is what Spirit is telling me and showing me, and this is what I know to be true, because simple fact, I fucking did it. So you can fucking do it, okay? Like, we got this power. We got this. We, you know, sometimes we sleep on ourselves, but we have everything that we need, okay? Now, once you make that decision, okay? Listen, we have morality, all right? And harmony, all right? And integration, okay? So listen, all right? So making that thing, okay, I feel like for a lot of you, you already participated. You already made that decision to move forward, okay? Now, what I'm seeing morality is when you change from what the world says is right, and you listen to yourself, all right? Because this is when you're going to get the results that you desire, when you do it how you decide to do it. Everyone told me what I was. Everyone told me that I was a praise and worship leader. Everyone told me that, you know, I would give light and bring hope, but they told me how I was going to do it. But it wasn't until I figured out how I wanted to do it with guided intuition that it started to flourish. Okay? It started to be what it is today because I did it my way and I was true to myself. And this brought in some harmony for me. Okay? This brought in balance for me. All right. And this is what you're currently, if you already made the decision, what you're coming into. Now, it can feel a little strange. Okay, we're going to address that in the daily guidance below. Okay, but I just want to stick with this energy. But we're going to address some more of this, the morality and the harmony and the integration and all that good stuff, because it's good stuff too. But we're going to save that for the daily guidance. So click the daily guidance below. Okay, but with that harmony and that balance coming in, things are just going to start coming together, okay? Totality, all right? You're just going to see the bigger picture in a whole. And then that stress is going to melt away, all right? And then that mind is going to become, all right, free, all right? It's not going to be, you know, running a mile, what is it? A mile a minute, you know? This is when this rebirth in you, will, you know, really start to affect everything that, you know, you ended, because 10 talks about new beginnings, okay? But before a new beginning, there's an ending. So this is when you're going to start seeing the effects of this rebirth, okay? This is when you're going to come beyond the illusion, all right? And realize with this nothingness, okay? This to me is a blank canvas, all right? That you are truly the master and you can create whatever you want on this canvas, okay? And realize that patience, all right? In due time, the divine time. So no matter where you are, okay, send up gratitude in the process, all right? So I hope that this has brought my love muffins, my enchiladas, some clarity and some understanding, okay? Make sure that you join us in the other video below so you can see that when you come out of this energy, where you're going, or if you're already out of this energy and experience, we're going to address the next energy, because we know that it's 2 and it's split, okay? So I love you guys so much. Go out and have a beautiful day. All right, and know that we are going to address the current, the other energy, because it's both current, in the daily guidance, okay? Uncharting the unknown, or you know, whatever. Click in the link is down below, okay? The link is down below. Spirit gives me these names when I'm in meditation. I just literally write them down, so I have to look back at it. All right, my love muffins, take care.